Monsters of the Midway, we back in the game. Bears rising up, hit a roar, feel the flames. Yo. Monsters of the Midway, we back in the game. Van Johnson leading, bed packing formation, taking over the noise, feel the domination. Lost to the Packers, but now we ain't done. We rise from the ashes like the blazing sun. Cold winds blowing, we ain't scared, we thrive. Caleb's launching bombs, watch those rockets fly. 300 yards deep, in that 80 degrees. Ain't nothing but a challenge, we do it with ease. Monsters of the Midway, ready to attack. Bears on the hunt, ain't no turning back. We whip the ground, take them down like a pro. Next week on the Rivals, we steal the show. Rock. Monsters of the Midway, we steal the show. Monsters of the Midway. I got my cheese grater reppin' on my gear. Watch me scream, blow, back, blow, let them hear. At the throne we stand tall, trust in the grind. Bears take revenge, leave those Packers behind. Packers think they tough, but they can't handle the heat. We storm like a thunder, they can't take the defeat. All my boys in blue, warriors all around. When the game starts, feel the rage hit the ground. Monsters of the Midway, ready to attack. Bears on the hunt, ain't no turning back. We whip the Browns, take them down like a pro. Next week on the Rivals, we steal the show. Battling hard, feel the fire ignite. Ben brings the strength, Caleb wins uptight. We dominate this field, raise a bear light. Mike the Bear fan got the final word. We coming back stronger, can't be deterred. Monsters of the Midway, you know we don't play. Get ready for battle, it's our game day. Monsters, we back. Yeah, Monsters of the Midway. Monsters, we back. Yeah, Monsters of the Midway. Monsters of the Midway, ready to attack. On the hunt, ain't no turning back. We whip the Browns, take them down like a pro. Next week on the Rivals, we steal the show. Good better bad, good better bad. Never let it rest, never let it rest. Good gets better, anybody gets better, anybody gets better. Bears on three, what comes next?
Hey, bear down, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Halas Hall Report. It's been a little bit. We've been kind of enjoying a little time off. I mean, I guess we're allowed to do that every so often, Woody and Dan, aren't we?
Yeah, that
I know I can.
Agency, but
I know I can.
Now Ryan Poles hasn't really been taking any time off, has he? Ooh.
no.
Nope.
So a
Both
couple
sides.
things. I mean, last we talked, Woody, and Dan, you know, the stadium issue. I guess let's just knock that out right away because Indiana passed a full piece of legislation that funds it, builds it, does everything the Bears want in Hammond. It's signed, it's sealed, it's delivered, it's sitting there right now. I guess the Bears haven't jumped on it and agreed to it yet because this week Illinois comes back in session and they got out of committee finally to give the Bears what they want, supposedly. I mean, the Bears set a pretty low bar to stay in Illinois, right? Give us the tax break we want, pay for the infrastructure, which is your job, and we'll build in Arlington Heights. So now we just wait and see if Illinois gives them that, I guess.
Will George let us go? I don't think so. I'm just glad that there's a chance that they stay in Chicago because for a month straight there, we were called the Indiana Bears, which again will still be called the Chicago Bears.
Right.
Gary
Even
Bears.
even if they move to Indiana. But
Gary Bears, Gary Grizzlies, and
yeah, Hammond Bears, get the fuck out of here. But I am still happy that they have a chance to stay in their home state.
I mean, they set the bar pretty damn low, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
it's literally just do the infrastructure, cap the property tax to, and for those who have been living under a rock and maybe haven't been, I don't know, heard anything. The deal is the big problem was this: Illinois, for the longest time, said we were not going to pay for the infrastructure. You are, and we're not going to give you the tax break. It's going to cost you 200 to 250 million a year in property tax. And for context, Wrigley Field, United Center, the Cell pay roughly 3 million apiece uh, for their stadium. In the NFL, the most expensive property tax for any NFL franchise in the league is LA, the Rams, because they own the building, um, and they pay 9 million a year. So the city of Chicago wanted to charge them what, uh, 20 times what they were
Mhm.
charging everyone else, a little more than that, 22, 23 times the amount. It was stupid. So they set the bar low. So okay, we lost Dan. So we'll see if the state of Illinois now Woody, it's funny or it's sad. Depends on how you want to look at it. Um, there's a lot of talk from representatives in the Chicago area where they want to torpedo the bill and say the Bears won't build in Illinois unless they build in the Chicago city limits.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I know that's not happening because
yeah,
where would they build it?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Morning, Ken. Um,
finally.
yeah, I mean, where if Illinois screws this up, man, it's just the ultimate "you're stupid" moment.
Hmm.
What's up, Dre? What's up, 8090? All right, so we got some free agent signings and stuff to talk about too, Woody. So
Oof.
free agency, it's come, it's gone. Well, it's still ongoing, but the main piece of it was done in the first day and a half. We had some trades. Um, where do you want to start?
Oh, let's start with my disagreement with everybody else. The DBs. Um, me and you did talk.
Mhm.
Me and you did talk on who we want to sign, who we should sign, and who we should release. Well, it seemed like we released everybody that we wanted, and we
Yeah,
kept Mr. Hicks, which we all wanted cut. What the fuck?
we
Seriously,
did we did get Kobe Bryant,
that can't tackle. Go ahead.
but he can cover. Um, you know, I was surprised that we let Brisker go. I was surprised we let Byard go. Well, I guess Byard there was an offer. It just wasn't as good as Buffalo's, I guess.
Mm,
Um,
no.
maybe Byard just wants to hang out with DJ at practice. I don't know. Um,
I
we're going to be spending draft capital at safety, obviously. That's clear. You only got two on the roster because even Mr. Simone Biles is now a Colt as of yesterday or the day before, and
Yep.
he's a cheap one, $1 million.
Yeah.
So we're spending draft capital at safety. That's obvious. It's youth movement. Most people like the Kobe Jones or the Kobe Bryant. Sorry, Kobe Bryant signing. Um, I wanted to keep Brisker. Yep, Dre
Hmm.
wanted. I think everyone wanted Brisker.
Yeah.
He left for 5 mil. I did see this though. There was a question posed, Woody. I don't know. Maybe someone said, "Look, none of these Bears DBs went in the first day of free agency. They went 3, 4, 5 days in, so the demand wasn't huge. Maybe it was indicative that these guys had success because of the scheme more than their individual skill."
Oh. Well, Brisker, I think obviously in my opinion, I think the concussion hurt him because towards the beginning and middle of the year last year, he kind of laid back. Was It's understandable because he was out for 12 games last year with a concussion. Um, but yeah, I am. But he kept it. As soon as Gordon, and I'll talk about Gordon in a second. When he played with Gordon, it seems like that duo, when they're in playing together, kind of ruled that defense. So I really surprised that Brisker left. He didn't want to leave, but I don't know. All agents, I guess, these days. So he's going to my cross state rival.
Yeah, Gardner Johnson left too late.
Yep.
We could have possibly kept him as a backup to Kyler Gordon. Yeah, I mean we're obviously spending draft capital there now. I mean, so that was a big shift from what we were thinking. And of course, DJ Moore getting traded was the biggest second surprise after the Drew Dahlman retirement. On the Drew Dahlman thing, I like that we went out and got our new center within 72 hours, and they got an NFL starting center who just went to the Super Bowl on a decent, good fifth round pick. He's decent, less money. He was Joe Tooney's college roommate when they traveled, but he played ball with Tooney in college. Um, is I know we're not a huge fan of PFF grades here, but he was ranked like 28th in the league for starting centers for certain things. However, I would say playing next to Joe Tooney, you get better. It's like
Yeah,
playing next to
he
Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
yeah
You
he
get
he,
better.
he didn't give up a sack either last year.
No, did
That's
not give
that's
up a sack.
surprising. Yeah, that's surprising for a center not
Yeah.
giving up a sack.
So, and you're going to get better playing next to Tooney. You just
Yep.
are. So I like that they did that. And then the DJ Moore trade, I wanted to keep him for a lot of reasons. I get why we traded him. I'm not mad that we traded him, so to speak. I mean, with Luther, with Rome, with Jihadi, we're probably going to draft another receiver. We keep this youth movement at wide receiver going. I still like our wide receiver room. I just would have liked it a little bit more with DJ Moore there, but I get it.
Well, they were talking about moving Dunere back to wide receiver because we signed Khalif Raymond. He was a great special teams.
And
Uh,
a good, pretty decent receiver too.
right, and he does the trick plays, and he's fast as hell.
Yeah.
You're not faster than Mo, but I like the way his field position as well. Dunnervey, he had a couple good games last year with the um, field position, but he wasn't consistent. He would get tackled down to 25, 30-yard line, if that, and he would have a couple good returns. But not Dunnervey wasn't like he was in Baltimore with the returns and stuff like that. So it seems like we missed out on that a little bit last season with him returning punts and kickoffs.
So the Khalif Raymond signing. Did you
Hmm.
see his press conference?
No, I was probably sleeping.
Instantly like the guy. Instantly like the guy just from his. Because someone asked me on the morning show, "What do you think about the Bears signing Khalif Raymond?" I'm like, I don't know, kick returner. I mean, not jumping up and down for joy, not going, "Oh my god, we're going to win the Super Bowl over it." And I watched his press conference, and I was like, "Oh, I like this guy." So he's wearing a Chicago Staley's hat, and one of the reporters asks him about that.
Oh,
He's like,
Decatur Staley's he was wearing.
"Yeah,
Yeah,
Decatur
that's
Staley's
right.
hat, yeah." And
That
one
one,
of the
yeah.
reporters asked him about it. He's like, "Look, first off, I'm not that cool, right?" Just his whole attitude when you listen to his press conference, he's just like a cool dude. He's like, "I'm not that cool." He tells the story how he walks in to the to the house hall. And he's got a White Sox hat on. He's saying, "Hey, what's up?" to everyone. And he sees Randall and like, "What's up, Randall? How's it going?" And Randall's like, "You need to take that hat off now." And he's like, "Supposedly you have to pick one or the other." Well, obviously it's a North Sider team, right? Everyone likes the Cubs up there. So they made him take the hat off, and then they gave him the Chicago or the Staley's hat, right? The Gator
Yeah.
Staley's hat. And he's like, so now I got to research the hat. He's like, because I'm not that cool. But he's just like, if you listen to his press conference, you just like the guy. He's just a very likable guy. Um, is it Keon Coleman post draft press conference? Not quite, but pretty close. I
Mhm.
mean, so it was pretty good press conference, and I think I like his energy. That's what you like about this guy. He's got an energy that's going to be. You see why everyone loved him in Detroit,
Yep.
and I'm like, okay, this is a great signing. It went from being just like okay, whatever, it's a kick or two. Wow, this was a great sign. This guy's energy, his likability, yeah, then his playability. Um, him and Duvernay both back there for kickoffs. Who do you kick to? Yeah, Duvernay had
Yeah.
a little bit of a down year, a little inconsistent,
Hmm.
but the threat's still there. I mean, so who do you kick to now with those two sitting back there on kickoffs?
I would.
So I thought that was a pretty swift move, actually, by Poles. It's a smaller move that will go unnoticed by many people because people just go,
Until it
"Oh,
hits
it's a
somebody.
kick returner."
Yep.
You, you know what I mean? What do you like? My initial response: "Oh, it's a kick returner."
Yep.
With Caleb delivering the ball, and you got a guy with speed, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. Our speed guy was, Zacchaeus. I mean, he got he's on a different team as well. So yeah, we needed that speed besides Burden at the wide receiver core. So,
Well,
see
I
what
think the
happens.
Case just had too many drops last year for the Bears. Like,
Oh God.
I mean, that Washington game, he'd still be running.
Yep. I mean, I think the best catches he had was against Green Bay. The first game, I'm surprised the hell still he caught that ball. And the what was it, the one to pull him up of one score or behind one score with the slant pass against Green Bay. So
Yeah, I'm happy with the Cleve Raymond signing. Definitely happy with that. Um, I'm happy with the center we got,
Bradbury,
Bradbury. They brought Braxton Jones back. I wasn't surprised.
three
Broski was
million.
upset with that one, and I get
Yeah,
it.
I can imagine. But he's
I,
cheap.
I get it. Um, Cam Lewis.
Uh,
I mean, there's another corner
Head
slash
scratcher.
safety. Catavia Street.
Another Atlanta Falcon defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Well, he was.
So those guys. I mean,
My Tremaine Edmonds going to the Ginas, but Devin Bush, I always liked him.
me too.
Um, that was probably my favorite pickup from free agency so far was Devin Bush. Um, so I'm interested in seeing him and DeMarcus Jackson, which we re-signed, which I was happy to hear about. So, happy to see them two go at it.
Yeah, I thought that was a good signing.
Yeah.
I was happy with Devin Bush, and some of the other fan base. Oh, he's trash. I'm like, dude, he led Cleveland in tackles,
Hmm.
and yeah,
Well, it's
Bush is
Cleveland.
good, and he doesn't
Yeah.
cost as much as Edmonds did.
No.
So I was happy with that too. Like, I guess Bryant would have to be considered our splash, right? Because of how much his contract was. Okay. I thought Poles was very surgical, very precise in what he did this free agency. We addressed needs. We weren't trying to be flashy, like look at the Lamborghini we got. He got workhorses at every position when he signed someone.
Yeah, and there's I just heard a rumor today that they could be I can track your house.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, a little freaky. Anyway,
Yeah.
I heard a rumor just before the show that they're talking about moving Kyler Gordon to safety, which Uh, don't know.
I mean, it makes sense injury wise. And then, I mean, look at this draft, and I wish we had Broski on this morning. This draft is really good for safeties and corners. Moving into Gordon to safety might help on the injury front. But man, when he's in that nickel,
Yeah.
it's a whole different defense.
Yeah,
And
the blitzes even.
Gardner Johnson was a great backup. If they were going to move him to safety, then why didn't you re-sign Gardner Johnson? Because he's a good nickel too.
Yep.
And he wasn't that expensive. And the Bears still have a little bit of cap room, not enough to go after Max. Sorry, guys, not happening. Even if we restructured all the deals we could restructure, we wouldn't be able to. And they are so high on Dio again.
Ay, ay, ay.
I don't think they're drafting an edge, Dre. Safeties, yes. Defensive line,
Mm.
possibly. Edge, I don't think they're drafting an edge, Woody. I don't. They're high on. We got 4 edges on contract right now.
Well, it depends on how Dale comes after his injury and what they're going to do. What you were talking about a month ago is, if he
Booker,
starts on the IR or whatever. But we'll see how healthy he is. I mean,
they're talking like he's gonna be ready for camp, and he works harder than everyone. And I mean, look,
right,
they've got to hype him up. They're paying him $20 million this year if he's playing. Um, to me, it sounds like we've got 4 guys signed, and that's it. That's it. We're not. Dio is you can't cut him because you end up with
no,
negative cap if you cut him. You
yep,
could trade him if you could find a trade partner, but who's going to trade for a guy who played 7 games last year, then got hurt? In the first 7 games he played, was decent, wasn't great, but then again, Montez Sweat was decent, wasn't great the first half of the season either.
yeah. See, I think it's going to be a fight between him and Booker. Um, even though people are high on Dio, to Booker is going to be an outstanding player. Knock on wood, if he stays healthy and stuff like that. I really like the kid.
Yeah, I don't think we're drafting an edge, man. I think it's going to
I,
be safety, corner, wide receiver, line, offensive
yep,
and defensive. Um, because you always you're always drafting linemen because you know it takes a
yep,
year or two sometimes.
yep,
Yeah, Booker. I like Booker. I'm still high on Booker. Remember, people forget Foles traded back into the draft to get Booker. We were done with that draft, and he traded back into the draft to get Booker. Um,
yep.
so I would love to see Booker come through. Um, also, we re-signed um, Jalen Jones. We re-signed Elijah Hicks, of course. Jordan McFadden, re-signed him.
Jesus.
We looked into Linderbaum, but we weren't going to spend the money.
No,
Jedrick Wills,
I,
that's
I I
another
think
one that we.
I think Bradbury is going to be good if he stays healthy as well. Um,
Yeah, I'm
partners
happy
with
with Bradbury.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
What about Jedrick Wills, the former first round pick, who missed all the 2025 season, basically getting healthy? So he missed a year and a half, right? He was a number 10 selection in the 2020 draft. Uh, he was a starting left tackle, all rookie team. Um, that was his best year. Missed 4 games in 21, played a full season in 22. But between 23 and 24, he had 13 appearances and had a season-ending MCL tear in week 9 of 24, and then play it all in 25. So the dude should be healthy, and we got him for cheap.
Yep.
Um, I guess he's a low risk, high reward kind of guy.
Hmm.
Yeah, we were never going to get Linderbaum, that's for sure. We weren't spending
Oof.
27 mil. I don't know. I mean, we got 3 left tackles right now who are healthy and 1 that's injured. We have 4 left
Yep.
tackles on this roster.
Yeah, because Ozzy's going to be out majority of next season because of his injury, how late it
Oh,
was.
maybe, yeah, we're not sure yet. I've heard reports of maybe 4 weeks, missing the first 4 to 5. I've heard
Hmm.
reports that he could be back by camp.
Yeah, and
These
it's
guys
going to
heal
snow
quick.
here in July.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't think we're drafting a left tackle. We could. I mean, I guess it wouldn't surprise me. It depends on what the draft board looks like. Good morning, Snoop. Hope you're doing well.
What's
Um,
up, Snoop?
so we got him. Cam Lewis, Contavia Street, 2 other guys we added. I mean, there's really when you look what we did in free agent, Woody, there's like some really, we drafted some solid players, but knowing that you're going, I mean, Kobe Bryant might be the guy that you're going, ooh, right? Well,
Mhm.
Devin Bush. I love the Devin Bush sign,
Yep, so do I.
but hmm, snow in June.
Not
Ugh,
here.
not here. It's already in cool weather down here. I got spring breakers here already.
Fucking
So,
disgusting. Fucking snowbirds.
oh, we could get the other Cam cheap, Dre. Yeah,
Oh, Jordan.
Cam Jordan. We got the other Cam though from NOLA. Um, who was a corner safety. So let's say that like the Bears did fill the roster up pretty decently. But I think I don't know the draft is going to be interesting. I think we're doing safety.
No, he's talking about Cam Jordan, a defensive end.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. We got the other Cam. We didn't get Cam Jordan.
Oh, oh yeah.
Because when we first saw Cam, Bears signed Cam. Like, oh, it's Cam Lewis. Never mind. Yeah. So, um, yeah, it was almost like a little bit of a letdown when we saw that. But
Oh, I always like
cool.
Bears giveaways. I always like that.
Did you get the picture from Mike yet?
What's that?
Wasn't he send you a
Eh,
picture?
Oh yeah, I got him. Yeah, it was Devin Hester autographed when the Super Bowl when he ran it back. Was
Mike never sends me
was
anything. Jeez.
I paid it, buddy. I paid for it. See, that's the thing. He's 37 years old, and we know it's called the Poles rule. Even a defensive lineman at 37 might be too old for him to bring over here. Well, he did bring Robert Quinn.
Oh, nice.
How old was Robert Quinn when we signed him? 35?
Yeah, Quinn was a bit older.
Yeah.
I like when you see
It's
sports cars, that's the good thing.
it just sucks that, all these a lot of teams got a lot better in the free agency. I think the best team in the league that's doing the best is the Giants are doing unbelievable. They just signed Darnell Mooney yesterday.
Yeah.
They signed a lot of players, a lot of good players. That's because of John Harbaugh.
And they got
They
some
were,
weapons, right? They got Isaiah Likely at tight end.
yep.
They've got a receipt, they get Mooney, so they have a good 2 to go with
They got,
Neighbors. With
yep,
Likely, their passing games get greatly improved. They got their young quarterback, their young running back. They got some line help. Defensively, they were already good. They got a little bit better. They're going to be a good team.
yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if they win that division, to be honest with you.
I'm
The
hoping.
way the Eagles have kind of are dysfunctional.
Wow.
I mean, it's
Them
going to be an
and
interesting division. The Giants got a lot better with Harbaugh for sure. They could go
yep.
from worst to first. They're definitely a candidate for that this year.
And what
Um,
all the Bears fans that want to hear is Green Bay is losing everybody. And I don't want to hear a Green Bay fan say, well, Hargrave is a good player because when he was on Minnesota, he's trash. He sucks.
Well, all the players they lost, they were going to cut anyway. They expected all of them
Whew.
to leave. None of these guys, only one or two of them might have relatively hurt a little bit, but not that much. It's your typical Packer fare. I
Dobbs is
mean,
going to hurt him. Dobbs is going to
oh,
hurt him by
oh
not being
no,
there.
because Golden, because
Oh
Golden.
yeah, because he had 1 touchdown last year. He's going to be king.
Yeah, so
The fuck
so
out of
Packer
here.
fans, they believe that's actually not a bad thing that he left because Golden and I
Wow.
love my Packer
Oh,
fans.
we'll get rid of Walker. We'll trade Gary. Dude, your defense is going down, dude. Down.
And we got the best defensive coordinator you could have gotten this offseason in
Right.
Gannon. Okay. It's not
Okay.
Halfley.
Yeah, no.
It's not
Nope.
Halfley. Yeah, I Packer fans and Lions fans too. Um,
Which I don't understand what the Lions did. When you have that 2 running back punch,
yeah,
it's
you get
usually a
rid of
speed,
Monty and you
and
bring
you
in
get rid of it,
Pacheco.
and you get a speed guy.
Yeah.
So you get 2 speed guys. I know Pachenko likes to run up the middle, but he's no breaking tackles like Montgomery was. And we know Gibbs is outside. He's probably, like, again, best running back in the division. I didn't understand that pickup by Detroit by Pachenko.
I don't understand what they're doing, and their offensive line needs help. And Anzalone, he's
Yep.
gone, and it's funny because we were looking at him for the Bears, and come to find out we wouldn't have had a shot. The dude wanted to play in Tampa because he lives in Tampa, and he didn't
Oh,
want to leave home, so that's why he signed in Tampa. This division last year, I had overall for the division, I thought this was a really good division. This year, I'm not so sure. Oh, look at the Keebler Elf. Kyler Murray is now in Minnesota. I think they're
oh,
better.
Super Bowl.
They're
Oh
yeah,
yeah. They
they're
oh
better. I mean, look at they
they
need a good quarterback play. He's an upgrade for them. Um,
well,
they
they
they,
just
they
cut they just cut Harrison Smith as their 40-year-old cornerback.
well, and
Just
they lost their one of the receivers to the Raiders. That hurt.
oh,
Um, they're going to be an interesting team, though. I don't know how to. Minnesota's going to be an interesting team, especially teams in flux since they fired Quezzy. They've got the interim GM who's going to be the GM through the draft, and then we'll see what happens. Speaking of GMs, we lose Ian Cunningham and get no compensation picks.
yeah. Don't
Eh,
understand that.
The Falcons and the Bears both agree the Bears should receive compensation picks. And the NFL says, well, because they hired Matty Ice to be the president of football operations, the Bears don't get picks. Well, every team has a president of football operations. He's still the GM doing GM things. Why shouldn't he? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do, Dre. That's smart. That's
Oh,
actually something smart they're doing up there in Minnesota.
well, I could
Um,
tell Murray got that job already.
yeah, he's gonna win that job probably. But I don't get why we didn't get the compensation picks. That's gonna be a
Yeah.
fight for a while. That's if they would have given the Bears a compensation pick, no one would have batted an eyelash. But they don't. Hell, even Caleb Williams is posting about it, which is so rare that a player will post about stuff like that. Um, that was interesting.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's been a weird offseason, man. It's like I think we're solid. I like the Devin Bush signing. I like the Kobe Bryant signing. I don't like that so many familiar faces left the building, so to speak. There are a couple I wouldn't mind keeping, but I get the finances of it. I don't know.
I was glad that we re-signed Hardy. He's a hell of a special teamer.
Yeah.
Plus, he can play line too, if needed.
So for the offseason so far, Woody, what's your least favorite thing we did, and what's your favorite thing we
Devin Bush, Elijah Hicks. I, I, I don't, I don't, getting rid of Brisker and keeping Hicks. That's got to be scratching somebody's head. Could be the money thing, whatever. Don't, I just don't understand that pick. we all knew probably Tremaine Edmonds, if he didn't reconstruct or he was gone, which that's what happened. But Devin Bush, that's my splash of free agency so far for the Bears is signing him. I want to see him. DeMarcus Jackson, he deserved to get a contract. I liked his play when he filled in for TJ Edwards and when Edmonds was hurt and stuff like that. So Devin Bush is my splash, and the thing I don't understand is the Hicks and getting rid of Brisker.
Edmonds was the first former Bear to be signed in free agency. That's telling, right? He was the first one someone signed. So some people are like, oh, he's trash. He's trash. He was the first one out the gate, and he got paid not what he was making in Chicago, but he got good money. Yeah, so I wish he could have restructured and stayed in Chicago, maybe. But I'm happy with Devin Bush.
Yep.
I for me, it comes down to Bush or Bryant. I really like Devin Bush though too. Hicks, yeah, I think it's more money. I think it's more money.
Yeah.
I think Brisker was even a $5 million was too expensive for the Bears. Only have $8 million in cap, and we still got to sign draft picks. So they're gonna have to still make some moves. Well, they're gonna have to make one or two moves because that includes all the practice squad guys and everyone. So they probably have about another 8 to 10 million sitting there. So let's say what we'll call they got about 18 mil, 15 to 18 mil in cap for the 53, and you got to sign draft picks yet. So, um, yeah, I think money was an issue for those guys. They all went for about 5 million a season. I mean, we lost. Look at the top three interceptors. Top three guys in the league for interceptions that were on the Bears last year are now all on other teams.
Yep. And the Sean Wright going to the Jets. Good luck, bud.
Yeah, that was a good deal. I mean, look at. I'm happy he made his 5 million or whatever it was. I think it was about 5 million. Yeah, happy he got paid, but man, you went to the Jets. Now look at the
Yeah.
Jets did a lot of stuff. There might be a better defense this year. They added a lot, but
Yeah, they got Geno Smith back. That's championship.
with
Yeah.
their backup being Justin Fields.
We should just re-sign Justin Fields to be a receiver.
Or running back.
Yep.
We could use so that actually brings me to another question. Roshan Johnson,
Yeah. No word.
final year of his contract on a rookie deal. What do you think we do with him?
I don't see him on this team. He didn't even do shit on special teams either. They probably I always say if you're starting offense, defense, and you're on special teams and that's like your last chance. That's just me. And he did shit on special teams. So I do not see him on this team.
Yeah, we all had such high hopes for him too, didn't we?
Yeah.
We all did.
Yep.
It just hasn't worked out for him for whatever reason. Do we draft another running back in the draft this year?
Whew. Maybe, but I think he'd be on the practice squad. I mean, Monangai, obviously, I love. Swift I think, had one of his best years with the Bears last year. We might, maybe late round, maybe. Not early though. I don't see it.
I wonder if we've got. I'm looking to see if we've got they sometimes have it, but I don't think they. DeMarco Jackson, of course, is back as well. Yeah, I don't know. A couple things about this team I'm not sure about. Do we have depth chart? Let's see if they have an updated depth chart. No, the depth chart is empty right now. I hate that. The roster is looking pretty good as far as like we've got a lot of people. Oh, That reminds me, we got a guy coming back we drafted, didn't play at all last year. We got that's the other thing. We got guys we got forgotten and injured. Um, oh crap. It's gonna come to me in a second. I'm sorry. Um, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? We drafted. We were pretty high on him, and he got hurt. It's kind of like maybe I'm missing. We had a couple guys coming back from injury though that we drafted, and it's just like okay, yeah, we still got something with that.
Who, the smartest guy in
Blackwell's
the
still on
draft
this team.
from Yale?
Who?
The, the smartest guy in the draft, the guy from Yale we drafted a couple years ago, offensive
No, not
lineman.
no. Wasn't a line? It's receiver. Um. Case Keenum, bringing him back was interesting too.
Yeah.
They wanted to bring him back as a coach. Instead, they signed him to a 2-year deal as a player, which was interesting. Um. Hey, Woody, you know what's funny is I look for this here. Um. What's interesting is it's not on there. No kicker talk. We're happy with Cairo.
Uh,
You know what though?
yeah.
After that playoff game, after those late season games at Soldier, yeah, I mean, Cairo was clutch, man.
Yeah. With that wind, him and
Yeah,
McManus that last game, even though McManus had the
he showed you why he's clutch.
yeah.
So I mean, I'm not. I think our and his range did get a little better last year. I hope it improves this year. I'm cool with Cairo, but we got look at this Bears roster is actually shaping up to be okay. We're looking pretty good. I mean, our question mark is going to be edge. Um, D line is the question. O line I think is solid. Offense is going to be solid. Again, it's the defense. Which, dude, as a Bears fan, how often do we say that?
Yeah, it's usually the other way around.
Yeah. So do we win the division this year?
Oh boy. I I th- I think out of all the teams in the division, with Green Bay losing all their players, Detroit losing some players, and the question mark at running back. Well, they still got St. Brown. Laporte is going to come back healthy. I think it's going to be a fight between, obviously, I think Chicago and Detroit with um, the roster ads and stuff like that. Because Detroit was hurt last year. Laporta is. I know St. Brown's a big part of their offense. I know Gibbs is a part of their offense. Laporta is that player that psychs up your offense after a big catch or a big touchdown. Eh, they were hurt last year because he was hurt. Even though they beat us twice, but I didn't bring that up.
You know, they're going to be interesting. Yeah, their offensive line has been steadily on the decline. I don't think they improved it much. Um, Defensively, they're still not that good. I don't think they're that good defensively. Green Bay just got worse. The
Anzalone
Vikings,
was a
man,
big Anzalone was a big part of their linebacker crew as well in Detroit.
huge piece of that crew. He was kind of
Right.
like the engine.
Yep.
You know, he was kind of like that engine. And you know what, though? For the Bears, though, Edmonds was kind of the engine for us, though, too, in some ways. So, but I think replaced him with Devin Bush, kind of okay. And think about the two. We still retained our leading tackler from last year at linebacker, and then we picked up another tackling machine, which I think helps with the run game.
And he
Um,
intercepts the ball too.
and he does. He can't pick the ball. So I think though of all the teams in the division, the team that really we need to watch is Minnesota. They
don't know.
seem, after the Bears, to be the most complete team. They got rid of some age. They brought in Kyler Murray to push JJ. Who look at JJ McCarthy last year for his first game action for about the half season or so he played, showed flashes, which you want, and they're going to give him some competition with Kyler. And Kyler's capable with that offensive line and that receiving core to do damage. I thought it was they made a good move. And they got a little younger. They got rid of some cap. Um, they're going to be an interesting team to watch. Green Bay seems like they lost so much. They lost
They
so much.
lost a lot. They lost two of their big defensemen. You know, Gary
And their
and
backup quarterback.
yeah. Whew.
And their best receiver.
Yep.
And their defensive coordinator. And there are a lot of people who didn't know if their head coach would get re-signed and then or extended. A lot of people thought he'd get fired, and they extend him. He's on the hot seat and jump. If they
Mhm.
miss the playoffs this year, I see LaFleur gone.
Yep.
Detroit, they're another team that's kind of like on the downside of their window. I mean, look at these two teams are still competitive, but I think they're on the downside of their window. I think the Vikings are kind of in that limbo too, and the Bears are starting to ascend. We'll see if we can maintain it. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little bit of drop off early. Um, Expectations for this team are going to be through the roof because of what happened last
Mhm.
year. It's going to be an interesting division, an interesting year. I want to play. Let me play something for you really quick because you didn't see it. I just found it. So let me pull this up. Give me a second. All right. I'm going to play this one right here.
So,
history guy? Is that why you picked the Staley's hat?
so okay, so there's two things. One,
Good. All right.
I'm not that cool. I wish. So I walked in with the White Sox hat, and I'm like looking left and right, and I just see like eyes, just like, what are you doing? And then and on the L is like, you gotta take it off. I'm like, well, so I was like, what's up, L? How you doing, man? And he's like, take that hat off. I'm like, oh, okay. So apparently you gotta pick one side or the other. So they're like, look, has anybody got any other hat out here? Because I need a little bit of help. And they brought this one out. So I'm about to go. Apparently this is a big time hat. So I'm about to go do a bunch of research right now to that's right. But no, yeah, sir. So
History guy. Is that why you picked?
You gotta love the guy. I just love his energy. Oh, Dre, that's not unacceptable, brother. Can't do that. Sorry. Um, no, I mean, I like him. I like that pick up there. I like what the Bears have done. I mean, look, it would have been if we would have gotten Max, I mean, everyone would have been over the expectations would be even more ridiculous than they're going to be already. I mean, Max Crosby would have been nice, but the cost associated with that, not so much. Trey Hendrickson, he got his 40 mil a year. I can't believe he got the money he wanted.
Yeah, that's nuts for his age and his injuries.
Khalil Mack got
And
18 mil
yep.
for 1 year. Oof. I see why
Yeah.
Foles didn't dip the toe in the water, so to speak.
Hmm.
So I mean, minus the safety room, any complaints for this offseason so far, or are you happy?
Well, we'll see because Hicks isn't I wanted him out, and we got a new guy coming in, just won the Super Bowl. Yeah, he can cover, but tackling's a big thing as well. So my questions are up in the air for safety. I say we draft one, right off the bat. But that's my question is the safety. That's the biggest question on this team so far for me is safety position.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant got a 3-year, $40 million deal. Um, he has gotten better every year, so maybe the tackling gets better this year. Um, I thought that was a good signing for the money they paid for a guy who's actually young. I mean, the youth thing is there, and he's getting better, and he just won a Super Bowl, and he was a big piece of that. The Jedrick Willis signing, like for 1.2 mil. I mean, it's low risk, high reward. If this guy's what he was drafted as, with taking basically a year and a half off to get healthy. Devin Bush was 3 years, 30 mil. Love that. Um, Neville Gilmore was a 2-year, $12 million deal. Um, I don't know if he's worth, you know, I don't know if he's worth the money, but that one could be interesting. Cam Lewis, 2 year, 6 mil. I mean, look at Gardner Johnson was twice as much, cost twice as much. So okay, and you're basically being brought in to be a backup. I mean, okay. Daniel Hardy, 2 year, $5 million deal, fine. Khalif Raymond, love that deal. It was only a 1 year deal for 3.25. Um, yeah, I don't know, a lot of 1 year deals. The Braxton Jones one, I think is gonna scratch some heads. Elijah Hicks was 2.6 mil. There's the one that I don't get. Case Keenum for 2 years, 5.5. Does that mean we're looking to move on
from
from
Bajan.
Bajan?
I'm honestly, I'm surprised that nobody looked at him. Arizona was all over him. Uh, I was confused on why Keenum was like re-signed. I was like thinking there's something we don't know about Bajan behind the scenes, that he's up in the air. He could be traded. Wait until after training camp or preseason to see if anybody gets hurt. That might be a thing to think about too.
Hey, Vinny, when you're coming home from the commissary, make sure you get your steak and lobster. Sorry, I had to go there with Vinny. He gets it. What's up, Mo? Motown Mitch,
Hey
what's up?
Mo.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all love Bajan. There were trade rumors for him, and there were trade rumors for Gervin Dexter. Um,
Yeah.
Neither materialized. I'm happy with Dexter being on the roster. I'm
Yep.
happy with Bajan being on the roster. But when you sign Case Keenum to a 2 year deal, I know they wanted to keep him as a coach, but he wants to be a player. The dude's like, what, 38, 39 years old? Um, yeah, I mean, I think they kept him more. They're paying him as a quarterback to keep him as a coach. I don't think Case Keenum is really going to see the field. Yeah, Dexter is liked. I love Gervin Dexter. There are a
Yeah.
couple.
He
There's
picked it up this year.
he's not here today who hates Gervin Dexter.
Wow.
I
Broski
like.
hates the whole fucking team. You'd want to get them all away.
They're all trash.
But I'm interested in training camp and see this left tackle battle on the offensive line. I think they re-signed Braxton for 3 mil and maybe for depth, but never know. He could be starting until Ozzy comes back.
You know what? That reminds me. Let me check something really quick. Well, it's funny because let's see. Do we have a quarterbacks coach? We do have a quarterbacks coach, JT Barrett.
Yep. Former
Um,
Ohio State loser.
yeah, he a former All Big Ten quarterback. He spent the last 3 seasons with the Detroit Lions. Most recently served as an assistant quarterbacks coach. But with Case
Uh,
Keenum, I think you're still an assistant quarterbacks coach, man. I think Keenum is the quarterbacks coach. Um, I just want to see if we even had one on the roster. You know what I'm saying? And we do. Um, I don't know, man.
wow.
Yeah, Richard
I
Hightower is
didn't.
still with the Bears.
Yeah.
He's been here since 2016. The dude will net. I think we're gonna keep this guy till he decides to retire at this point. I'm not mad at keeping Hightower. I mean, let's face it, special teams, you get the leftovers, and he's done a pretty good job in Chicago. But Case Keenum, man, he's the quarterback's coach.
Well, I think Hightower's smiling really big with the Raymond signed and the
Yeah,
Hardy re-signed.
yeah, yeah. Because Travis Homer's gone, right? I mean, Homer laid some wood on special teams last year, but
Yep.
um, we got a long break now till camp. Uh,
Long break.
really, I don't see the Bears doing there being much Bears news except for maybe a stadium situation here in the next week or two, in the draft. So we'll keep.
Yeah, I I I can't wait for, everybody, all football fans can't wait for the drafts and stuff like that. I'm really interested in this draft because it was said that this draft had the fastest players ever in any draft. So, do Bears pick up any speedy guy, defense, offense? I can't wait for this draft. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone for the draft. By the way, I'll be on a cruise ship. Um,
Fuck
go
off.
figure. Go figure. I'm missing another draft, right?
Where
Hey,
is that, the
don't.
Alaskan cruise?
No, 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 no. We already
Oh,
did the
okay.
Alaska cruise. This is
I would have
the
gave you a
Med.
double fuck off then.
No, this one's
'Cause
just a Caribbean cruise. It's for my son's graduation present for high school. You want a cruise? So I
no.
don't book these things. My wife books these travel. So it's not like I plan on missing the draft every year. I just do. I'm looking for the draft to see basically, where what we draft. Um,
Really.
and I think it's going to be a safety, and we can talk more about it next week too, because we'll a lot more time to talk the draft next week now. Um, I look forward to the draft in terms of I think we're going to get safety help. I want to see what we do with some little eaches because I think we're in that refinement phase of this team. This team is a pretty complete team right now. We're looking to pick up some refinement, some holes, some depth, something to keep us in a window longer, like a rotational thing, like you saw in Kansas City, or so when one guy leaves, the next guy's ready to step up. And I'm waiting to see what's going to happen in the stadium this week because they are
Yeah.
back in session.
Hmm.
So next Sunday we'll be able to talk some draft, maybe talk some stadium, um, maybe break down free agency a little bit more. If there's anything you guys in the comments want to talk about free agency next week, or players you want to talk about, let us know. There's still some good players out there. I don't know where we're at. We really don't have the money. But if you got some scenarios, bring it next week and we'll talk about them. I know Dre usually has something. Vinny, when he's not eating steak and lobster at the Chow Hall at the DFAC, he's got some ideas as a Packer fan. And I want to get Vinny, dude, what do you think about your Packers? Mitch, what do you think about your Lions? Um, in the division compared to the Bears, and give me honest assessments, not the fanboy assessment. Um,
That ain't coming.
oh no, Vinny does. Vinny will. Mitch, not so much. Mitch still will be pretty good assessment. I like Mitch.
We still got golf.
Dre, I'm with you on Dexter and your comments today, man. I feel you're on point
Yep.
too. Um, I know we took a couple weeks off, guys. We'll be back hopefully next week. Um, this off season's been busy for a lot of us. Woody's been busy. I've been busy. Mike's still busy. He's not here this morning. Um, we had Dan for a minute, then he had the jet. So hopefully we'll be back next Sunday. Just keep it peeled for when we come back. Snoop Van Poop, good to see you as well in the comments today. Hit me up on X, and we'll get together and do some stuff. Everyone have a great week. Let's hope we get a stadium this week. Bear down.
Bear down.